Hello my friends, I'm Delta, and today I have to continue something. So if you haven't seen last video, I made a review of Metroplex. Purely the robot mode, because he was so fucking massive, I legitimately could not, do it in one video. I'm not a fast editor. Also, he's bought you a gift. Would you like some popcorn? So I won't go over the posability, the joints, all that stuff, because that's all in the last video. You don't want to hear the entire video summarized when you could just watch it. Plus, I need the, watch time, please. Right. I will add one thing that I did not mention in that video, purely because I found it after the fact, and that is, if you go to the head, which is already here, you can open his mouth. Now he can eat his crunchy toffee popcorn and, watch porn or whatever the fuck he likes. Alright. Give it. Thank you. We're going to go straight into the transformation, which I have the instructions here. Now, you can see clearly on the front, it has a completely different design. We're going to do the... Would it even be called minor mode? Excavator? Well, not the vehicle mode, but the other shitty mode. With how big the figure is, of course you need long ass goddamn instructions. Alright, we're going to go straight into the transformation. Technically I cheated. So when it comes to actually transforming into the minor mode, technically I've cheated a bit, purely because it starts off near enough at the back. I've already done this part, mainly because without it, these parts just kind of, they don't really tab in anywhere other than themselves. And just keeping it like this, it's easier to, it basically acts like a handle where you can actually pick them up and, move them around and shit. Do it body facing forward, because that's basically how it will turn out. You got to point his gun ears down. I don't mind doing it. I was just so split this part, open up the thing, kind of finagle it like that, and then you can cover up the normal face with, if it'll actually get the, come on, there we go, and there we go, battle mask. One thing I did find out, purely by coincidence and not because I'm smart, first of all, be careful of the light. Actually, does it have a... yeah, it does. So what I found out is, with a light there, he actually has light piping, which is surprising. It works both ways as well, so... it says we have to push this until it clicks, but that's as far as it can go. Maybe it's a little bit too loose, but you never know. And then I've got to actually just pull this up, flip this, and actually try and okay. Fold that tab in. Okay. Then we go straight onto the hands. Let me reposition this a little bit. Let's get a better look. Open that up. Both sides. Flip in the hands. Now, when it comes to this, what I'd say is, no, actually, have to close up the fingers. You don't flip them out. Push them in as far as it can go, but then flip them out just a little bit, and that should get enough clearance to perfectly tab it in. I think I am. Okay, so I need to fold that entire thing up. And then the entire... You're just getting annoying, aren't you? Stay. Dick. Alright. Fold those down. So lift this up and then you just twist this entire part around as you do. Now this is where it gets a little bit dicey. You have to... I recommend grabbing on to specifically this part and this part just to hold it together, and then loud part incoming. Move these down because these are annoying. Well, I mean, they are annoying to me, but then spin it around 180, put down the guns. Don't drop the instructions on the floor. Spin the arm, hands around, wrists, the boxes. Are you sure that's right? Well, it looks weird. Alright. Then you bend the knees. I should have to do that a bit off camera, I think, just because it's here's the annoying part. You actually have to keep these parts where they are, but only rotate these. So that's going to be a bit annoying. Not the ankles, you dickhead. Oi. One more. Oh, two more. Yep, alright. That does not that does not want to keep up. Okay, then basically you just sit them, rotate the thickness. Yep, that's basically what it is. Is it meant to be touching? Yeah. So you put the feet as up as they can go. I'm just going to lean that against my wall just to make sure it's stable. In the original review, I thought these parts were the knees. Technically, they are. But how the quite literally, you just have to there we go. Break his legs. I'm just gonna say this is the first time I'm actually doing all this on camera. This is the first time I'm actually transforming this. He should be able to stand up on his minuscule feet. I think at this point he could actually fit on my normal setup, but we need to so we flip up these and all the way like this. And at some point we were meant to move this down, I think. It doesn't tab in because sod knows why. these were meant to what? Okay, so you have to move these up. Judge up close. Come on. So move those up, and then you kind of have to just go on this one. Break that up, and then move it like tab it. This, I presume. Does that even? I mean, it should, but it doesn't. Oh well. If it tabs in, it tabs in. If it doesn't, then saw it. Come on. Can you just welcome me and not be a dick for once? Metroplex, you arsehole? Come on. Right. Do your bloody job. I'm transforming, don't pinch my fingers. Can you actually just work with me? You dickhead. There we go. You have to. I'll literally just move it a lot. Oh my god, are you going to be a dick about that as well? So, annoying thing is, give me a second, I actually have to get up for this. That should tab in. 100%. This just feels like a workout, like the normal one. It's a workout. I mean, this doesn't even want to. Tab in. And it's like, why? Why don't you want to tab in and make the review easier? Is that in? That's in. Okay. Okay. Now, once you've struggled getting the tabs in, because apparently it's a Herculean task, we need to do what next? Show me. Next, we ratchet these up a bit. Like that. And then we attach the weapon. Which, again, if you haven't seen it, it's as big as him. We just break it in half because, well, you want to do that anyway. Weird. That connects. I did do this in the actual review, mainly because I saw, you know, these can connect, and I was thinking, okay, how do you do the actual thing? And cut. In. Ow. Yeah. This part needs to move. Come on. There we go. Alright. So this is what I would consider the mining mode, where he's more or less a big thing. This really just does not tab in. It's honestly a bit annoying. It doesn't tab in. Apart from the chest being a little bit wobbly. If this had an actual connection point, it wouldn't be so bad, but as it is now, it's fine. So he does lose some height in this transformation, but honestly that's a good thing because I couldn't fit him on my normal setup. He was a cumbersome bastard, effectively. That's all I can really call him. And yes, I know the hum of my PC is annoying. I'm sorry. There's literally nothing I can do about it. Posability is pretty much the same, except he's kind of got less... I want to say he has less knee joints, but more knee joints. Because he can go back a lot. I'm not doing the full posability. Fuck that. I suffered an hour doing him normally. Fuck this guy. It pretty much is exactly the same, but now you've got, you know, mining helmet mode, and he just looks like a... He just looks like Donkey Kong. I'm not the only one who sees it, am I? It's just like the pose, the big arms with these. Honestly, you can't even see it. These parts do not want to tap in. And how big and cumbersome this is, I don't blame anyone for saying, yeah, I'm probably not going to keep him in this mode. The the standard robot mode is a lot easier to display because it's not, you know, he might be big, but he's not this entire thing. It's just the height, not the width. And this guy's fat as all hell. Now, going from this mode into the excavator mode, whatever it's based on, I know it's a big fucking robot, I don't know. Effectively, it's really simple to turn him from this mode into his vehicle mode. And for that, well, first of all, like any good serial killer, we have to remove the hands. Technically we've already done that, but he's armed, so like current members of Congress, we grab the arms and we remove their right to bear them. I'm just going to chuck these on the bed because, for now, I don't need them. But first we twist this back part. Can these come out? No, they stay. So what I'm going to do is I'll twist this around, hold them right here like I would closing in the robot mode, and just twist them. Yeah. I'll just get that symmetrical word. Right. Now moving on to the chest, we flip it up because it's literally doing jack all. And then we rotate it around. We flip this up in here. Move the guns down. And and then we kind of push it down like that. This then goes flat side this way, cover up the Voldemort face, sit them down like this. And for this I'm actually going to okay, we are now back to standard camera position. Just fix that bit. Okay, there we go. Standard camera position, where, at least on the feet, we have to flip them. Yes, I know the feet are dirty now because my disc has also crap on it. That is the main part you don't want. Here's an annoying thing when they have important vehicle mode or robot mode or anything on the underside, like tracks, any decals especially, they can just get scraped off and it can ruin the entire look of it. So these parts, you have to split the legs a little bit just to flip out the parts and make sure they snap in. Then keeping the knees like this, you rotate down the ankles if I can. Oh. Rotate. And then these should tab together. Will you? Yes. There's one. And two. Okay, they tab together. Okay, now time for the annoying thing. You have to rotate up the entire pelvis. But as previously stated. Oh, is that? You have to rotate the entire pelvis. I'm just doing this. Come on. Look at this. Now I'll get in position. I think I need to go one back. No. That needs to come out. This will probably be the best way to place it. Show it. This part needs to be down. And you go up and get as low as you can. So it's like that. And then you can see me in the process of actually fiddling around with it. Some people say you should, you know, do the transformation after you've learnt it a bit. To that I say, what's the fun in that? Right, so, get it as low as you physically can get it, and then you should be able to connect this part to there, and then flip this part out and clip it there. So this is how it should kind of go together. Next, you have to take. I hate these. Generally, I've never had so much vitriolic hate than I do for these bloody parts. They don't tab in, but when they do tab in, they're too fucking tight. The only thing I can call these are bastards. Bastard joints. They're not ratchet joints, they're bastard joints. Alright, I need to... So you grab it. The one time I don't want to move these. Come on. Jump. Why? Why do I have to do a full 360 of this just to make this fucking thing move? Is there like a weird lock thing on it? Okay, attach it. Please be kind. Why is this one? This figure is consistently inconsistent, and honestly, this is why I love Transformers at times, because they're so temperamental, unpredictable bastards of toys. So these go like that. You should look. Have these kind of up. Like this one goes out. Not bad. There we go. So like, have it like this, and then you move these parts down until they hit the table. And scratch paint and, you know, fun stuff like that. With this, you grab it and pull until it's pretty much. Keep the head like that, and then move the arms like that. Guns stay on the side. As we run this way, and then when it comes to the arms, you just swivel these. And I assume these plug in somewhere. Yeah, okay. There's a tiny little tab right there that the arm plugs or tabs into. Just make sure we get the last click, because the clickies are amazing. Connecting weapons. So for the flat side, you have to have it facing the scoops. You have the claw arm, and you connect it like that, and then on the wonky side, on the arse side, back side, whatever you want to call it, you would this side, the wonky side, you attach the drill excavator thingy. What would you even call this? Big ass scoop saw? Attach. There we go. And just position that however you want. And that is the completed vehicle mode. If you want to scale for how big this is, I present to you a standard Xbox One controller. That is big. If you want another size comparison, because I'm addicted to it, a 2-litre bottle of Pepsi Max. It is as tall as a bottle of Pepsi. I have absolutely nowhere to put this thing, and normally I'd say, yeah, I store all my things in vehicle mode. 1, where the fuck am I going to put this? 2, where the fuck am I even going to put this? And 3, how fucking big is it to even find a place to put it? It's cool Metroplex. A big transformer is an understatement. I do know I've heard that there is a, I think 33-inch Optimus Prime. For scale, Metroplex is 22 inches. 11 inches taller. If 22 inches is too big for you, 33 is a fucking pipe dream. And for some people, that's a dream they want. Now, I didn't do this with Metroplex, well, robot mode, because, well, he came out of it. I think it's only fair to show you how big he is compared to the actual box he came in. If I can actually... So, in conclusion, is Metroplex worth it? Technically, you get a triple changer in one. Unfortunately, because he is a... Like, this is supposed to be like the Cybertron version of him. And I've seen the original version of Cybertron. He comes with a minicon, this one doesn't. Mainly because Takara and Hasbro just thought, hey, we did minicons for the original stuff, let's just not do that because, fuck it, we just don't care. So I was watching a video a few hours ago by a creator called Dumb Jake. I love his stuff. It's low quality, like easy to edit, easy to do. Similar to mine, but he actually has production value. I don't. I have a packet of, here's my production value. A toy, some popcorn, and enough autism to make it work. But in his video, he talked about the legacy toy lines, all the Cybertron specific characters like Tidal Wave, Metroplex, even Armada Optimus Prime. None of them came with minicons, unlike the original run of the Cybertron toys. Honestly, when reviewing the actual robot mode, I thought, yeah, that's an amazing toy. Like, this toy is good. It won't really break if you give it to a 6-year-old. Metroplex could 100% stomp him to death, but he won't break. Seeing Jake's video and knowing that he could have come with a minicon, an extra bonus, now it just feels lacking. After seeing that one video, I now see what could have been. I will link that video because it is amazing. As an entire product, would I recommend this for a normal person? Yes, if you get it on a cheap deal, get it because he's a good figure. The only problem is, where the hell are you going to store him? Because vehicle mode, I do not have a single bit of space for him anywhere in my room. Robot mode is better because he takes up a lot less space than this, but it's more or less the height, not the width. Or length, or whatever. If you're nostalgic for Cybertron, specifically the Cybertron toy line, this figure is still good, but without a minicon it feels lacking. People growing up with this toy, having the minicons, all that stuff, that was their universe, their Transformers. As an outsider looking in, by itself this toy is amazing. But someone who is in the fandom, who knows the ins and outs of the toy line, who knows what the original had and what the new one's lacking, it's hard to justify the price and see a good figure, getting retooled, remade, brought into the modern light, but without the main gimmick of the toy or the series, it makes it feel lacking. I genuinely like this figure. It is a nice one. I definitely recommend picking up. And I'm now going to struggle finding where the fuck I'm going to put it. Put it at the foot of my bed, because that's the only place I've actually got space for it. Transforming this figure has aged me like 50 years. I've got to edit this video now. Fuck. That's going to take an hour. Fuck me. Jesus Christ.